I rolled the window down part ways. They said, "Get out of the car."
Was there a weapon?
There was a weapon from both sides.
Guns drawn on a driver delivering newspapers. He got away, but got shot in the back in the process. Thanks for joining us. I'm Corey Stark.
I'm Samantha Jones, a newspaper carrier grateful to be alive after suffering a minor gunshot wound during an attempted carjacking. This happened around 2:30 this morning in Ladue near the intersection of Lindbergh and Ladue Road. And in an interview only on News 4, Russell Kinsall spoke with the victim about his close call. Russell.
Yeah, Sam, the victim had just driven through this intersection. This is Ladue Road right here, and that is Lindbergh. He was doing what he had been doing for over 20 years on what he thought was the safest route in town. After all, it was in Ladue. When we talked earlier, he was still pretty shaken about what he'd gone through, so he asked us not to give out his name or to show his face.
Just thankful that it was a low shot and not a high shot.
The victim says he's grateful. The bullet that hit him was slowed down after traveling through the back of his Honda CR-V and his seat, and he wasn't seriously hurt. The attempted carjacking and shooting are rare crimes for Ladue.
We're obviously like every other community. We have our share of crime, but as far as shootings and violent crime of this nature, it's rare.
The victim says he was busy on his route and had just driven through the intersection of Lindbergh and Ladue when a car sped past him and cut him off, forcing him to stop.
I rolled the window down part ways. They said, "Get out of the car."
Was there a weapon?
There was a weapon from both sides.
The victim said he told the carjackers he'd seen a police car and it might be coming, so they turned to look, and that's when he gunned his vehicle and sped away. He reached speeds of over 100 miles an hour, but as he drove away, they fired at him. 3 or 4 bullets hit his vehicle, 1 hit him in the back.
Felt it, didn't know how bad it was, and drove to a specific area where a lot of police officers hang out, and said, "I've been carjacked and I've been shot in the back."
He drove to the Gatesworth retirement community where he found a police officer. Police believe the suspects were driving a red car and are asking for the public's help to find it.
Ring cameras and surveillance cameras that are all over, neighborhoods and homes now. If anybody captured anything, or even dash cams, some vehicles have those. If anybody captured anything, especially an image of a red sedan around that time in this area, we'd like that information.
This was the 4th carjacking in the last 2 weeks in the metro area. What are police and Uber saying about this uptick in carjackings? That's coming up on News 4 at 6. Live in Ladue, Russell Kinsall, News 4.
News 4.